Recently, Eugene left a comment after one of my videos. He said, "Nowhere do you talk about pace. If one would walk at the dawdling pace you walk, I would hardly call it exercise." Eugene's right. I haven't talked about pace until now. And this dawdling pace, it's not exercise. The irony is I actually tend to walk pretty fast. In fact, years ago, we were vacationing with friends at the Outer Banks, and someone suggested a walk along the beach after dinner. And one of my other friends said, "As long as it's not a forced march." And everyone knew he was talking about me. In other words, "Dave, don't walk so fast. Slow down. Start with a slower pace so we can all enjoy this." Pace does matter, but walking regardless of your pace is good for you. There's lots of research that indicates sitting too much is bad for our health. And when we get up to walk, even if it's at a dawdling pace, it's good for us. The reason that I'm walking slower right now at a dawdling pace, as Eugene says, is because I'm a little clumsy and I can't focus on the video and where I'm walking at the same time. In other words, I'm afraid of walking into something, tripping, falling. While that might be entertaining, really it's not what I have in mind for these videos. But pace does matter. If you're brand new to this channel, hi, I'm Dave. I'm not a doctor. I'm not a licensed personal trainer. I'm a guy who loves walking and is passionate about motivating others to see walking as a fitness activity and to begin a fitness journey that sticks. That's why I started the podcast, Walking is Fitness. Every day there's a brand new episode. Each episode is 10 minutes. It's designed to help you begin walking, to build a fitness habit that becomes fitness momentum, and then all kinds of good stuff follows. Check it out. Walking is Fitness, new episode, 10 minutes every day. And I don't record it while I'm in a studio. I record it while I'm out walking, just like you. So let's talk about it. Pace. Pace does matter. To rise to the level of exercise, the experts say we need to be going at least 3 miles an hour. In other words, that you can walk a mile in 20 minutes. And of course, we don't come with speedometers. You don't really know how fast you're walking. One of the best ways to do that is to go find a track or a measured course that's a mile long and time yourself. How long does it take you to walk that mile? If you're doing it in 20 minutes or less, you're going at least 3 miles an hour. Another way to tell whether your pace is rising to the level of exercise, and again, there's a little bit of relativity here. Someone who's just starting out, even though they're not walking at 3 miles an hour, they're still getting their heart rate up. It's still exercise. And so there's the talk-sing test. If you're walking at a pace where you can sing, that's a slower pace. If you're walking at a pace where you can comfortably talk to someone but not sing, well, now you're walking a little bit faster. You know that you're starting to pick that pace up to get to the level of exercise or maybe even beyond that minimum level when you can walk and you have a hard time in conversation, talking without needing to stop and take a breath. So that's one way to judge how quick your pace is as you're walking. But there are some real benefits to walking faster. I'm going to talk about 5. So exercise and walking for exercise has all kinds of long-term health benefits. We lower the risk of an early death. If we take 2 10-minute walks at an exercise pace every day, we lower that risk of an early death by about 30%. And when you walk faster, you lower that risk even more. So there are some real health benefits to walking and walking at a faster pace. Number 2, if you're walking faster, you're burning more calories. And let's be honest, quite a few of us begin pursuing exercise, begin pursuing fitness because we want to lose weight. And while I understand that it's not always as simple as calories in, calories out, calories burned, burning calories is an important component to losing weight. It's not the only thing, but it's an important component. And when you're walking faster, you're burning more calories. So that's benefit number 2. Benefit number 3 to walking faster, it actually makes your exercise even more efficient. So if you're walking 10,000 steps every day, or you're walking a mile or 2 miles or 3 miles every day, and you're walking faster, you can actually do it in less time. So if you walk faster, you take less time to exercise. That's benefit number 3. Benefit number 4, when you walk faster, you're using muscles in a more intense way. So I mentioned that I typically walk faster than I'm walking now. And when I even am more intentional about picking up the pace, I can feel the muscles in my legs, in my butt. They're getting worked even more than when I'm walking slower. So a faster pace actually helps build even more muscle. And then number 5, benefit number 5, which actually for me is benefit number 1. I love this benefit. There was some research, I think it's been about 2 years now, where they wanted to look at the impact of faster walking on our biological age. So we've got our chronological age. That's the age on our driver's license. Can't change that. We can lie about it, but we can't change it. And then there's the biological age. And that's how our body, how our cells are actually aging. And that could be different, and oftentimes is, different from our chronological age. Your biological age could actually be older. That's not good. Or it could be younger. So you actually feel younger. You can do more activities. There just are all kinds of benefits, great benefits to having a younger biological age than your chronological age. So here's the research. Here's the benefit that I love the most. They found that those who consistently walk faster, not just, once every month, but I mean consistently are faster walkers, they can have a biological age as much as 16 years younger than their chronological age. How about that? So when I take my age, and I have no idea what my biological age is, but just for fun, when I take my age and subtract 16 years, that becomes motivation to keep walking faster, not at this dawdling pace, as Eugene says. But here's the thing, if you found this video because you're curious about walking, maybe you haven't started using walking as a fitness activity, you haven't made a commitment to consistent exercise, don't be dissuaded, don't be discouraged by pace. For you, job number 1 is to build a fitness habit. And that might be as simple as opening the door and walking to the end of the driveway and back. Or if you live in an apartment building, opening the door and walking to the end of the hallway and back. Just building that habit every day of walking for exercise. And that as that habit takes root, then you build your fitness capacity, the ability to do more, to go faster, and you start getting some fitness momentum. And then this exercise thing goes from a have to a get to. You enjoy it. And that is one of the reasons, one of the biggest reasons why I started the podcast, Walking is Fitness. It's to help you get started, to help you build a fitness habit. Every day, let's take a 10-minute walk together. And again, I'm not sitting in a studio saying you should go out and walk. I'm walking with you. Every episode is recorded while I'm out walking. So let's begin a fitness habit that sticks together.